Hutch, you talked a lot about how important blocking a punt is. That was a big
Sure.
focus in spring.
Yep.
How much of a focus is it now? And is there like one guy that you train to go be that punt?
You know, it's identifying multiple guys, and you know, obviously this recruiting class we brought in a lot of skill players, so that's been exciting. And we did one today, did a block drill today, did one about 2 days ago. So it's definitely a point of emphasis, point of focus, and it's all about identifying who those guys are. Because you can be really fast and close your eyes and turn your face and, you know, not block a punt. So you got to have both. You got to have the speed to do it, and you got to have the focus to get it done at the spot.
Not just for that spot, but all special teams. Do you guys ask for volunteers to play, or do you say, I want you to play special teams?
We create an identity and a buy-in. Obviously, with number one, the head coach sitting in the front row of every special teams meeting. Our guys understand the importance of battlefield position and how we can win games on special teams. They've seen the success, you know, in different areas that we've had in the past, and so it's guys scratching and clawing for spots and playing time, and you know, especially for the freshmen, man. I tell them when they come in, I should be your best friend. I should be your number one guy. So no, we've created a. I'm fortunate because of Coach Muschamp. We've created a great identity about it.
Who all is working in at the kick returner spots?
Sure. AJ Turner's a guy. Shai Smith. You know, Josh Van, Rico Dowdle. You know, Brian Edwards. Those guys are all, you know, really competing. And you know, AJ's obviously been back there as an off returner, you know, for Debo. But now he gets a chance to go back there and be the guy as well. So we haven't named a guy yet, but you know, we're excited.
Do you sort of cut down on the numbers of guys as camp goes on with that, or do you just kind of let it play out?
We do that in a lot of drills, like the block drill we did for punt block. The list was a lot longer 2 days ago, and it was a lot shorter today. So, you know, that those things get trimmed. Same thing with punt returner. You know, seeing, of course, with those freshmen who can return a ball, who can make good decisions and communicate.
How do y'all balance AJ's reps between running back, cornerback, and kick returner?
I just balance his kick returner reps, man. I got nothing to do with that other stuff. That's on T-Rob and B-Mac and Coach Muschamp. But AJ's a war daddy, man. He's you know, he's a guy that's been a great player for us on offense. You know, played defense last year, and obviously for us on special teams.
So he never asks all for mini drill.
100 miles an hour, man, all the time. That's why we love him.
What kind of a calming effect is there to bring Matt in, get that position shored up the way you guys?
Yeah, it was great. You know, obviously with spring, it was a struggle. You know, and unfortunately we had the issues that we had. But you know, bringing Matt in here, you know, coming from the system that he came in, he's very comfortable with what we do, and you know, Matt Bailey coming in behind him is that's a great resource for him, you know, as a freshman coming in. So it's been great, and they're battling each other out, and it's, you know, it's good to have.
Charlton's still working at Holder.
He is. He is. Yep, he's doing great. Him and Parker have been in sync. You know, been doing really well. So I'm excited about that.
How long does it take to, I guess, with the long snap, the snapper, the holder, and then the kicker to get that chemistry down? How many
Get
reps?
that rhythm, you know. I don't know. I mean, what's great is, you know, Matt came here in summer too, and so he was able to kind of jump right in and start working with those guys. You know, it doesn't take long. There's not a specific rep number or count, but you know, I'm constantly checking in with Joe and Parker and how we doing and how's it going, and they're excited about it. You know, Joe's excited about Matt both on punt and field goal. So. We're looking at other guys, but you know, Brian's obviously got the most experience. You know, Josh Van catches it great. Shai catches it really well. So, and then, you know, a guy like Xavier Leggett, you know, freshman coming in, who I think was a dang quarterback. You know, never caught a punt, and now he's back there catching punts, and that tells you how good of an athlete he is. So, you know, it's great competition, and you know, to be able to have multiple guys, because a couple of years ago we put a 250-pound tight end back there because we didn't have anybody. So it's nice to have a couple names.
When you're evaluating players, what do you look for in terms of what makes a good special teams player?
You know, we talk a lot about technique and effort, and so you gotta want to do it. You know, you gotta want to go in there and compete and do a job that you weren't recruited to do. And so the attitude and the mindset's important. Obviously, we're looking for different body types. You know, there's skill guys, right, with great speed. There's skill guys with speed and size. And then there's the big skill guys, you know, that you need. And again, our roster and our depth is finally getting to a good place. And that's, I'm quietly in the background as a special teams coordinator, you know, I'm happy about it.
How much deeper can this linebacker group be than last year's?
A lot. T.J. Brunson shouldn't have to play 900 snaps of defense. And, I asked the room the first day, whose fault is that? And I raised my hand, number one. Hey, but Ernest Jones raised his hand. And Rosendo Lewis raised his hand. And, Damani Staley raised his hand. So, we understand the disappointment we had last year as a group. And as a defense, stopping the run, and that's been a point of emphasis, all off season and all summer for our group. And Ernest Jones has stepped up. Damani Staley's having a great camp so far. Those two guys really stood up, and Sendo's healthy and doing good things. So it feels great, man. It's a benefit.
Was there one particular problem why the linebackers struggled so much last year? Not being in the right place or not making
Yeah, just inconsistent, fits, mental focus. I talked about that in the spring, and that's on me. We've simplified some things schematically and narrowed down some things, but also when you're playing 800, 900 snaps, you wear down, man. And I appreciate, and I told TJ, the guy's a freaking warrior, man, and he battled through it all and finished for us. So, but we're not going to have to do that anymore, and that's exciting.
What's the ideal number of snaps for a linebacker to play in a game? Or what's the cap?
Yeah, I don't know what the specific number is. Probably as you get over 60, you're starting to wonder. Yeah, you're starting to wear down probably a little bit, and if you do that too consistently, you probably start to wear down. But there's no magic number. But just to be able to give a guy a series, man, and T-Rob doesn't have to second guess what he's calling because of who's in the game, right? To be able to just mix and match and play ball, and I got 100% confidence in myself, and T-Rob does as well, that we're going to execute.
That you can do that this year. You can mix that he won't have to adjust this year.
Oh man, so and so's on the field. I can't. We got to call certain things. No, we ain't doing that.
Where's your confidence in Ernest when TJ does have to come off?
Through the roof. Right now, it's Ernest Jones and T.J. Brunson, two starting backers. We had to play a game tomorrow. So, those guys are having a great camp and doing a great job. Ernest has stepped up, man. He's had a great spring, and I'm excited, man. We got to get Sherrod back in the mix, in the fold when he gets back healthy, and we're rolling.
Do you see a scenario where Ernest and TJ maybe play together?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Which one would be weak side in that situation?
TJ.
Okay.
You seen Ernest run in space, man? Come on.
They didn't have quite enough film to get a great sense for it.
That's right.
With Rosendo,
Yep.
there was a lot of excitement for him from you guys going through last offseason, and then it seemed like he got in and it didn't quite click. What did you see sort of happening there, and what has he sort of worked on?
Just obviously, number one, getting that shoulder healthy was huge. He had that surgery in the off season, got healthy, got in shape. And got going, and man, it ain't fair to ask a freshman to play as much as as he did. It really isn't, and so for him to bounce back now and come into camp with the right attitude, in shape, with his body right, that's what I'm excited about.
What's the issue with Sherrod?
He's down right now with a concussion.
Just with Ernest, I think you guys have talked about how he's a cerebral player, pretty good in the film room. Have you seen that from him, and just what's he like in terms of studying film? And
He's off the charts, man. He works at it, both in the meeting room, on the field, in walkthroughs. His approach, mentally has been, awesome. To bring along with, being a hammerhead and being a physical player at the point of contact. He's making calls when he's in there at Mike and TJ's at Will. He's making all the checks. He's handled it all. Done a great job.
With obviously it's only been a few practices. What has Jamar Brown been able to kind of show you guys early on?
He's done some good things, man. He's flashing, he's doing a good job. He's playing Sam, playing Will, Dime, and so we're training him up at two spots. And he's a guy, obviously, that athletically did a lot of great things when he came to camp. And so, we're excited. He's got to keep going. He's got to get stronger. He's gained 20 pounds since he got here in 2 months, and he doesn't have an ounce of fat on him. I wish I looked like him with my shirt off, but he's doing great things, and he's gonna be a good player for us. Excited. Derek's been good, he's a little inconsistent, but he's been good. The spring was good for him. Getting an understanding of how we do, practice, how we meet, how we do all the things. And so he's got to continue to progress. He's at that Mike spot, and there's obviously some names, in front of him. But we're asking him to do some things on special teams and, go win a job there as well.
Did you expect Jamar to be able to get that much bigger, that much faster, or did that even maybe surprise you guys a little?
You know, yeah. I mean, that's probably 20 pounds is pretty incredible. You know, that's a testament to Kristen and her staff, and Dillman. But you know, it's the sky's the limit with him, man. He's gonna be everything we want.
Is there an alignment that you prefer, you're most comfortable with your personnel, if it's 2 backers or 3 on the field?
No, that all depends on who we're playing and just schematically, you know, what things we're asking guys to do. You know, we can play either.
You're comfortable with either?
Yeah, they're great, and we got a bunch of good DBs that can play nickel and do some good things.
Anything else for Coach?
That it?
Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate it, guys. Yeah, man.